Okay, I guess I tried to do this live thing before and it did not work out. So, I'm trying this again. We are live. I see the live button up there. I don't know if this is working. Hopefully it is. But, welcome to the very first ever live DRW QnA session. I'm going to talk about some late breaking news here in DRW, and I'm going to answer a few questions. So, before we get to the Q&A, I want to address a few things. First, we are rebooting a whole lot of stuff here in DRW, the mid-card division, the tag team division. We're bringing back some old titles, unifying some titles. We have huge matches planned for DRW. We have a huge Dark Mania plan. We just came off a huge pay-per-view. It's a great time to be a DRW superstar, and I love that you guys are a part of this, and I love that you guys love this. It's a pretty amazing experience, and I'm pretty sure that Mia Marsden just joined us live on Hangouts. Mia, is that you?
How's it going?
Oh, welcome to the live DRW QnA session.
I just wanted to pop in here and say a couple things to answer a couple of questions/behaviors that I find troubling. First of all, if you haven't signed up under that page, or you haven't sent me a message featuring your height, your weight, and your finishers, I'm not booking. That's just how it's going to go. Secondly, we're getting sick of the disrespect. Right now, Michael Eaton, a.k.a. Sean Ripper, is showing blatant disrespect, and I'm not going to keep having that. Something's got to change.
All right, Jake. All right, Mia. I was just talking about how we were rebooting the mid-card division along with the tag team division and redoing the earning system here in DRW. Do you want to elaborate for the fans on what we have planned here in DRW?
Yes, actually I would. One of the biggest problems that has been recently featured in DRW is that we've had a lack of build on the International Championship and the Television Championship. So we've combined the Pure and I believe it was what was the other title? That's how irrelevant.
The Pure and the Chronic.
The Pure and the Chronic. See what I mean? So we're going to try and boost the television and the International Championship to where they are just as good as the world titles. We don't want the International and the television titles to be known as just these weakling titles because they're not. Each title you win, it's not the title that makes the man. It's the man that makes the title, or the woman.
You damn right. Now, I'm going to pull up some questions here, Mia, and hopefully you can help me answer these. I tried this live thing before, and I don't know if it's working. I still don't know if it's working. First question comes from Christian Rainey. Your thoughts on DRW fearing Rainey? I'll answer this one first, and I'll give you a chance to answer this one as well. My answer to that one, we don't fear Rainey. We just had problems booking for a while, and we didn't have any room for Rainey to make him look valuable, aka make him look strong. So, and we didn't want to make anybody look invaluable or look like they're wasting their time. Now that Rainey has a valuable place here in DRW, we're actually booking him properly. Mia, you want to elaborate? Hold on, my Spotify turned on. That was bad. That was bad. I don't know why that happened.
I guess we got Spotify, but for real though. See, the thing is that we can't sit here and keep handing people title shot after title shot because it's crowded enough as it is. We want people to earn it. Rainey, we're gonna give you a match. We're gonna book you, and you're gonna get somewhere because you're that type of superstar. But you have to give us a little bit of time to work everything out because, no offense, Mr. Connor made a mess that I'm trying to clean up.
Hey, don't hate.
It's true.
Don't hate. All right, let's take a look at the next question here. Let me refresh my Facebook page. Okay, next question comes from Miguel Roderick. Dark Mania is coming up real soon. What are your thoughts on the pay-per-view? What matches are you wanting to see, and do you expect any surprises in store? I'll answer this one first. Yes, DRW is coming up real soon. Glad you caught on to that one. I've only been saying we're on the road to Dark Mania since fucking Extreme Rumble. What are my thoughts on the pay-per-view? Hopefully, if the competitors hype their matches correctly, hype them well enough to where people care, the pay-per-view will have a lot of hype, and it will turn into one of the greatest Dark Manias that there ever was. We've only had one, and it was pretty damn good. What matches am I wanting to see? The matches that I booked. What do I expect any surprises in store? Match wise, hell yeah, I expect a spot fest at Dark Mania, especially between Key and DMG. I'm a big fan of that match. That's actually the match I'm looking forward to. That is my Undertaker match. You can elaborate on this one, Mia. I'll let you answer this one now.
Well, there are several matches that I'm looking forward to, and honestly, that's all I'm going to cover. I'm looking forward to seeing a nice little surprise in that Elimination Chamber match because I think honestly Mark Jacobs has an outside chance. I feel like Mark Jacobs is the dark horse to win that match. But there's 6 very talented superstars in the middle of that ring and surrounded by that Elimination Chamber, and only one of them can come out the winner. I'm also really looking forward to the World Heavyweight Championship match between Chris Knox and I believe I haven't really been keeping an eye on this, but the World Heavyweight Champion right now is still Zach Hollywood now, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm looking forward to seeing if Hollywood and Knox can put on a show or if it'll fall flat.
Yeah, I actually want to ask you a question about that. This will be my question for the Q&A. In the past, there's been champions that were just champions and did not promo and became transitional champions after a major cash-in on a high-rated superstar like Alex Fame. Zach Hollywood is looking at the biggest match in his career. But the question is, do you think he'll follow it up with a promo?
No. Zach Hollywood right now needs to go out and stop thinking that because he's a champion, he's on top of the world. And so far, we haven't even seen him appear. There's a problem there. You can't do that. It just doesn't work.
Thank God somebody finally fucking understands.
Well, see, if you'd ask me these things.
Well, that's me. I'm going to refresh for the next question. Next question, Miguel Roderick. What are your thoughts about the tag team division? I'll answer this one first again. You go. We had a pretty decent tag team division when DRW first started. Then the world title became everybody's goal, and the tag team division fell apart. We need dedicated teams. Honestly, yes, the Addiction are a pretty good team. Yes, the American Saints are a good team. The Twisted Sisters were dominant tag team champions. We need more tag teams for those titles to thrive, or we will be the only E-Fed without a tag team division. What are your thoughts, Mia?
I think that's absolutely right. We're getting about sick of having a tag team division with 3 teams, always having to bring back a ringer team in the armor. We want actual teams to step up and do their thing. I think part of that is actually taking a bigger interest in the tag team division on our part. But I think another thing is that we have to try to market it to the superstars we see. The tag team division is something that is another world championship in a way. We call it the DRW Tag Team Championships, but the technical name is the DRW World Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. Every title is equally important, and people don't realize that. And that's the card division, it's the same thing every time. We have to see people go after these titles, or else it's not worth having. I'm honestly half tempted to go back to 3 titles. We're already dialing back to 6. We need to see more, or else this isn't going to go anywhere.
All right. Next question, Miguel Roderick again. What are your thoughts about superstars like Alex Fame, Mark Jacobs, and finally Miguel Roderick? Nice way to pun yourself into that question. My thoughts on Alex Fame. He was one of the best world champions ever. And the only reason why I say that is because, being a big-time champion, being DRW or the world champion, you need to follow in Alex Fame's footsteps because Fame was not only a world champion who promoted. He was a world champion who signed autographs, made live appearances, did fan access for the hell of it. He just posted off the wall shit like that. And it made him active. It made him relevant. It made the fans get behind him. Hell, I loved seeing his promos. I'm not going to lie to anybody. I barely like reading promos. As an owner, that happens. But ask anybody that's been an owner for longer than 3 months. Sorry, man. But it happens. Mark Jacobs was one of the guys we all got behind and we pushed to the top. When he got to the top, he realized that he does not belong at the top. He has too much heart and he does not have a killer instinct. Like I said in my video promo, he looked down from the top of the mountain and he saw a guy reaching up with his hand, help me. He went to pull him up and that guy ripped him off the top of the mountain and took his fucking spot. That's what happens. Miguel Roderick, you have the same problem Mark Jacobs does. Not the killer instinct part, but both of you have this confusion about you. One day you're here to stay, the next day you're gonna retire, the next day you're here to stay, the next day you're gonna retire. I cannot give you a world title being confident you're gonna fucking stay. I can't do that. Because if I give you a world title, then you leave, I have to vacate it, crown a new world champion, and hope that sumbitch doesn't leave. It's confusing. But Miguel, if you stay the rate you're going, you could be a world champion within the next year. Mia, your turn.
I mean, Miguel Roderick, I really don't know enough about him. I feel like he doesn't stand out for the pack. And that's what I need to see personally. You show me that you belong at the top, you'll keep going up to the top. But you have to stand out somehow. Mark Jacobs, you gotta stop letting people tell you what to do because you are who you are.
Hold on, Mia. I gotta stop you. I gotta add something in. I'll let you finish here in a minute. Another thing, Miguel, you have to stop being afraid to fight people. You are afraid of Eric Draven, and you are afraid of Key Morbid. On my worst day, I would fight them. Not just because I'm the owner and I would book myself to win, because I know I would get some entertainment out of it, because they would promo back and I would have something to fucking fight. And, Miguel, that's your problem. You see a challenge and you run from it. Then you go after these easy guys. You were wanting fucking the Outlaw Saint. I could destroy that guy with one fucking pinky. You were wanting another championship shot, but not ultra-violent because Eric Draven had it. Why not? Eric Draven's the champion. Yes, you could make him look like a bitch if you beat him and take it back from him. It would make you look like a fluke. But you run from him. That's your problem. Just like Mark Jacobs, you run from challenges. Mia, finish.
And I agree with that. But Mark Jacobs can be the next big superstar if he stops letting people influence him. People are going to say things, Mark, but you got to go out there and you got to do you. Because if you can't, you'll never succeed here. You'll never be a world champion again, and you can just retire for all we care. Alex Finn, I don't like you. I don't like you one bit. You trash me, and you trash Rob, and you act like we're just going to turn over and be like, okay, you can do whatever you want. You can beat us, You can basically bank us and then lock us in a cage. We don't matter. But see, we're in charge here. And if you don't respect our authority, and that goes to Sean Ripper too. If you don't respect our authority, then you're not going to go anywhere. We're done being disrespected. And if you don't like it, you can go. And Alex Fame, I have no problem with you as a superstar. I think you're a great champion when you're a champion. But we need to get on the same page in respect.
And that's exactly right. You guys need to be on the same page, and respect needs to be there. Next question, so we can move on here.
I got one more thing. I gotta cut you off.
Okay.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in and being part of this DRW show. I gotta roll out of here, so thank you for having me on here, Connor.
Oh, you're good. All right. That's Mia's outing. Well, I got text Pam back and co-owner. She inboxed me. Okay, back on topic now. Next question comes from Alex Fame. Thoughts on Alex Fame and his next move? Mia said earlier on, Fame, you're a damn good champion when you are a champion. Looking at all 5 contenders that I have against at Dark Mania, I want you to beat me. I want you to be the one. Torrance, you've been champion. You've beat me before. Mark, you've beat me before. Adam, you've beat me before. And Ripper, you've beat me before. Fame, I want you to beat me because why? I feel like I can pass the torch that was handed down to me. I can pass it down to you with no regret. I honestly feel like that. Your next move, hopefully it's not a retirement. Next question. Well, shit, hold on. All right. I don't know if that's Phil or Pam, but one of them's going to join in here. Next question. What do you expect from the newest talent here in Dark Rebellion Wrestling to stand out? Show me you want it. Show me the hunger, passion, and desire. Maybe you can replace somebody at the top who doesn't have it. Stand out. Show me you want this, goddammit. Show me. Do you think Chris Knox can walk out of Dark Mania 2 as the World Heavyweight Champion? He went through 29 other superstars at the Extreme Rumble. He beat Messiah at Beer Bash. Chris Knox has all the momentum in the world. Zach Hollywood cashed in, got lucky, and is now the World Heavyweight Champion. Chris Knox will be the champion. Welcome to the radio show. Welcome to the Q&A. It is Firestar Hart, the man who will be at Dark Mania to go one-on-one with the Ripper, Tyler H. We were just in the middle of the Q&A, and I'm glad you stopped by. Me had just dropped out. I'm glad I got live guests on this first ever live edition of the Q&A session here. Firestar, you will be battling Tyler H at Dark Mania, and both of you are looking at this like this could be the end of the road, that you have something to fight for now. You are fighting for a place here in DRW. What are you bringing to the table?
I'm bringing everything I've brought for the past 18 Chronic Manias that I've been. I'm bringing absolutely everything I have. I'm bringing what helped me defeat the Kill Zone last year. I'm bringing with me a pit of raging fury that is burning with intense fire, and I'm going to shove it straight through Tyler H's heart, 5 rounds of death. And I will live on. The whole DRW world will know that the Firestar lives on.
Firestar, you've owned CRW for quite a long time, and you've built a legacy out of it. I know you've had your troubles with talent in the past, demanding shit. Tyler H has been demanding for the last 48 hours that he move past you and enter the World Heavyweight Championship match without earning it at Dark Mania. How do you feel about him just wanting to bypass you, and what are your feelings as an owner for somebody to demand something like that without earning it?
I'm not somebody you can run through and not be known in the end that you've earned it. I am no obstacle. In fact, I'm damn near impossible to overcome. You, Chris Zero, have better listened to it. Kill Zone, Jesse Gates, the 2 men that have been the closest to defeating me at Chronic Mania. Jesse Gates owns a fall over me within a 3 stages of hell match. People say he's even closer than Kill Zone. But what you guys saw last year, pure strength from Kill Zone, nearly ended. You guys saw it on the 100 subscriber special on my YouTube channel. You saw how Kill Zone brutalized me in that match. You saw what happened in the end. 18-0 this year, 13-0 Spoiler alert.
You know, and I'm going to move on here in the Q&A. We have some questions, and hopefully, Firestar, you will help me answer these as well. Question comes from Alexander Brooks. Is Fame expected to stay, and what is the deal with him and management? Firestar, you can't really answer this one because you don't really know what's going on with that. Fame is expected to stay. He re-signed until after Dark Mania, but after that, it's a toss up in the air if he wants to stay. Miguel Roderick has a question. Could we see a new side of Chris Hero at Dark Mania in the Elimination Chamber match? You know, Firestar was just saying that he's bringing everything he has to the table you've seen from the past, present, and that you will see in the future. The Elimination Chamber is my be-all, end-all. It could be my last stand. So, yes, I am bringing the Chris Hero that made me famous. I am bringing the Chris Hero that brought me 81 world titles. And I will be bringing the Chris Hero that brings me the second win at Dark Mania. The record will stay intact. Miguel Roderick again asks, and here you go, Phil, you can help me answer this one. Were you happy about the outcome of Susie Spitz versus Alex Fame at Beer Bash for the World Heavyweight Championship? With Alex Fame getting assistance from Asia, and Asia hitting Susie Spitz with the Women's Championship, and then Fame pinning her 1, 2, 3, and then Hollywood cashing in on Fame and winning the world title. No, I am not happy about it. Was it a damn good match? You fucking right it was. But imagine if there wouldn't have been any outside interference, if there wouldn't have been a cash-in, if it just would have been Alex Fame versus Susie Spitz. Maybe Susie Spitz would have been the second woman to ever hold a major championship in DRW. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe Alex Fame would have retained. Firestar, how were your feelings about Alex Fame beating Susie Spitz with the assistance of Asia and then having Zach Hollywood cash in on him?
Well, a cash-in is just that. The cash-in. Even if you're a good guy or bad guy, are you going to be expected to cash in fairly? Hell no. Zach Hollywood cashed in when Alex Fame was very weak. There you have it. Point and case. Alex Fame, man, has a lot of talent. And I said a while back before their match, him and Susie were evenly matched. I said, may the best one win. And Alex Fame may have been the better man had it not been for the assistance of Asia. I say it almost every time about a win. You require outside assistance. And you don't win that night. That night you do not win like a man. That night you win like a coward. And it didn't matter in the end anyway. Zach Hollywood walked out with the belt.
Zach Hollywood will go on to fight Chris Knox for the World Heavyweight Championship at Dark Mania after getting the successful cash-in. I'm going to skip this question because it's retarded and stupid. Alexander Brooks again with the final question. Blah, blah, blah. Do you think Fame was screwed? Does he get his ice cream bars and will he stay with DRW? Do I think Fame was screwed? Absolutely not. I would have done the same thing if I was Zach Hollywood. Brooks, you damn sure know you would have done the same. Firestar, you basically said you would have done the same. I cashed in the Chronic Championship I won a few months ago to get the World Heavyweight title. Yes, I would have done the exact same motherfucking thing. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Does he get his ice cream bars? I'm designing them tonight. Will he stay with the DRW? If he resigns, he knows my number, he knows my email. Call me. Phil, my last question for you. Do you think Fame was screwed?
I think Fame was screwed. The title of Money in the Bank is practically your screwed briefcase. Do I think it's going to screw people over? No. They should see the writing on the wall when the guy wins Money in the Bank. No, it's not a screw job. It's an obvious sign when somebody gets the briefcase 95% of the time. 95% of the time, that briefcase might as well be entitled to the champion. You're screwed. So, you should see it coming from a mile away. How people haven't been able to cash in on me. It's that Chris Zero. You're the man of DRW right now, is that correct?
I'm the DRW champion. I sit at the very tippy top of the mountain.
title, document your name is at the top of that list. How many times has my name been at the top of the list within a single company? More times than any global rank could count. 29, going on 30, whenever I decide that I want to target it again. Yeah, am I taking a break right now? Sure. Have I admitted that I'm doing DDP yoga? Yes. Am I wanting to make history right now as the X Division champion by claiming 2 other X titles, whether it be from within the same company or within a different company, to become the first ever Triple X champion in wrestling history? You're damn right I am. I'm working hard to drop down to 220 just so I can do that. Preston Pierce, you're the DRW X Cruiserweight champion. There's an X in front of that boy. And I'm coming for it. I only got 14 pounds to shed.
Thank you for joining, Firestar. This was a good Q&A. You came in at the end of it. Thank you for helping me out with this. I hope you guys enjoyed this live Q&A session for DRW. I will be sure to do more. I'm going to talk personally with Firestar, get him to re-sign a couple contracts. I will talk to you guys later on.